Hey, 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 mirror, mirror, how's it going? How are you flowing? It is August the 5th, 2025. My name's lisalyle. This is my heart's passion, honestly. I'm just going to say it simply. This is my heart here on YouTube. Thank you so much for showing up. I trust that you have found this space for purpose because you are truly here for great purpose. If you are new here, a very warm welcome to you. If anything resonates, please do consider hitting that subscribe button, supporting our Thrive. For those of you who have been coming back and hanging out with me for a while, decades maybe, probably even lifetimes, thank you so much for showing up in this lifetime. I am truly eternally grateful. So today we're just going to connect in with the current energetics at play. We are a few days away, 4 days away from our annual Aquarius Full Moon. And I sat and tuned into that energy a little bit before coming live here today. And I'm going to share with you the messages that came through. We're going to pull a couple cards and then we're going to call it a day. And we're going to go out into the world trusting our beautiful beating hearts. Yes, I will accept that risk of being an open heart in the world that wants us to kind of like sit down and shush up. No. So, anywho, at this time, I'd like to ask that I'm a clear and pure channel to bring through messages from Source Divine, loving and kind, with the intention of our manifestation of heaven on earth in this lifetime via the pathway of personal responsibility, divine responsibility, and of course, our very own calm central nervous system. Hey, hey, Kiva, how's it going, sis? Welcome. How are we doing? So it does feel like there's a need to like snap to it, move some energy. Yeah, actually, I was really strongly guided to stand here today. And I was guided to a couple of decks, Return of Spirit by Cheryl Harnish and the Conscious Spirit Oracle. These two decks. And then that's okay. Don't worry about it. I'm hoping to like keep these videos a little more concise and to the point, and because there's a lot of life out there to live, right? So anywho, I grabbed the Moonology and the Queen of the Moon Oracle, and I received the message. No, that's not the deck. I was to go back and grab, that's really funny, actually, what's happening here right now. But I was to go back and get the, put those decks back and get the, oh my gosh, Divine Guidance and the Path of the Soul Oracle, also by Cheryl Harnish. And when I picked the deck up, this is the card that was at the bottom. I am actually seeing now that there is two face up cards on both, like on either side of the deck, it's face up, which is interesting. This is a 4 energy again. It's that divine masculine coming online. It's that divine, it's us as the feminine, if you're a woman in this lifetime. It's us as the feminine holding our essence strong. And today feels a little wobbly. There is a wobble about, which is why I suspect I was guided to stand up. And I heard before coming live, Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. If you're of my vintage, you'll remember the Weebles. I don't know if they still have Weebles. My son wasn't as into them as I was. So anyways, Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. And so this is a time as we're approaching this Aquarian full moon. This is really a time of releasing our wishes and dreams into the new energetic stream. And we are moving beyond the obvious density as the ones here who came here to activate the light body. The body is lighting up, and it's an activation that takes place from within, although we have a ton of energetic support at this time. And so what are you feeling in your experience? Are you feeling the energetic support? Because I can assure you, spirit has never been speaking more loudly. And it's like the clouds have parted. You know, those real clouds we used to see back in the day, the fluffy clouds have parted, and we're gaining more and more clarity each day, because the clarity is coming from the glimmering, shimmering, wondrous eyes of the child that lives inside you and your life experience. And so this feels like the only card that we were meant to see from this pile, this deck. And this card is called the Light Body Guide. Hey, Sweet Pea, how's it going? Welcome. So this is really a time of getting, like, clarifying is what I'm hearing. And then they're showing me butter. Perhaps the analogy in the showing of the butter is like we have traversed many, many mountains in this life. We have climbed many mountains, crossed many rivers. We have pulled ourselves out of many dark ditches and holes. And now it feels like we're in this initiation for sure. We're being initiated into our calling, is what it is. It's an initiation into our calling. And it's not an overnight thing. I will say I've been immersed in this initiation for the better part of 9 months or so. And it's like the longer we're in a certain phase of development, it can become quite uncomfortable. We, as humans, HUE, can become quite discontented. We're like, oh, it's almost like that's why they're saying snap to it, get busy, do what you want to do, live your life as you in the here and now. If we wait for something or conditions to be right or permission from some, I don't know, external authority, we're never going to get moving. So with that being said, let's get into the channeled messages that came through for as I was connecting to the Aquarius Full Moon, which is on August the 9th, the day after the Lion's Gate. We're in it. So the messages were Leo season, Aquarius Full Moon, all is within you. So I'm going to show you, because this was the most interesting little doodle diagram with the messages. And I'm going to share that with you as it came out and try to get my brain to work and show you how it came. Oh, I did it. I'm doing it. Oh, anywho, I like saying that today. Okay, so Aquarius Full Moon, all is within you. You can do all you try to talk yourself out of. Breathe. You are simply sparkly soul's eternal love. Presently, many mountains have been crossed and conquered. Many more pleasures to explore with support. Rise beyond lore. And the human Lisa, I'm like, rise beyond lore. Like, what the heck? Folklore? Like, and even the human Lisa here, where are we? I questioned it. I put, where is it? Rise beyond lore. And then I put the 3 question marks, because I'm like, what does that even mean? Rise beyond the lore. And then as I put the question marks, then they had me change the color on my pen to green. The stories we have been told and we have told over and over again. Those are the stories we've told ourselves, and there's a really wonderful ceremony that I was guided through to do many years ago on a vision quest. And it was about writing the stories we keep playing over and over in our head, the stories we we're told, and then perhaps the stories we retell ourselves over and over and over again, which prevent us really from moving back in to the divine blueprint of the child living in skin. So by choice, now your expansive, imaginative, abundantly fun-loving new life begins. Breathe. So in this wobble, as we may feel like weebles, as we may feel like weebles wobbling, it's really important that we may falter, but it's like we are not going back to something that was, I'm hearing in my head, a spiritual attack. It was 10:55 there. We are going forward with confidence, confidently living our life as we choose to be. The freedom horse, the firefly, the glowworm in this life, the lighthouse. Release, ease, forward float, please. The simple, bare necessities, simplicity, breathe. And then I was guided to write Red Rover, Red Rover. Who remembers that game in school? It wasn't all that fun, actually, when I think about it. Red Rover, we call Lisa over. And then you got everyone on the other side's like holding hands, and you got to run and try to find the weakest link to break through. And oftentimes it would result in like a stumble and fall and fits of laughter and, bouts of humiliation and this kind of stuff. Today I was guided to write Red Rover, all gifts of love I call over. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For all love has pulled us through. 12:21. All love has pulled us through. Love lives and breathes as me and you. We are the cups of love here in this lifetime to experience. Like, if I ask you to rehash your past and all the joy you have experienced, you would be hard pressed to bring all these joyful moments to the forefront. If I asked you about your painful past, the trauma and the stuff that you've experienced, many of you would be able to recall that with, like, what do they call that? Photographic memory. We're done with all of that. We've closed the door on all of that. And the message that came through, or the question that came through, is, do you trust? Honesty. Honestly, we must. Yes, must. And we don't like that, right? We don't like that. Oh, we must do this or we must do that. When I wrote we must, some of you ladies my age will remember Judy Blume and the old we must. What the heck were we thinking? Anyways, we don't like hearing we must, right? We must do this. Well, we must muster up our courage over and over and over and over and over and over again. And we have done it over and over and over and over and over and over again. And now we're at this point where we're being asked to continue to muster up our courage, us, the little mustard seeds who are growing courageously because our faith is growing, and we do trust in the loving universe. We do trust in a loving creator. We must. Otherwise, we falter and fall and trip ourselves up here and forget that life is meant to be a ball. So muster up our courage. So honestly, we must. Yes, must. Muster up our courage over and over again. Love, soul love, does indeed win. Always has, always will. Sacred deals. We are now the open seals. We are opening and have opened from within. Let love win. breathe. And then this is where the doodly doop came in. And it started with these hearts up here and the spirals and da 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 da. And then we get down here, and there was like an entry point, us entering this lifetime, bringing in the essence of the Trinity divine, and then walking this. It's normally the red road. I don't have a red pen. Walking the red road until we return to, we exit through the west gate and we returned to the eternal embrace of love once again. So once that came through, then underneath here, I was guided to write divine truth, justice, love seed, integrity is key, or integrity key, divine royalty rising. And then from the rising, it's the arrow up to remembering. Oh my gosh, I can't do this whole backwards thing. Rising, arrow up, remembering, arrow up, transcending, arrow up, trance ending, arrow up, taking chances, arrow up, going for bliss, arrow up, born for it, arrow over, gracious gifts, and then a spiraling loop-de-loo here, and the word opening, fun loving, arrow down, heaven on earth now begins, arrow over, well done, arrow down, chalice of love. And so this is us. Like we're at this wobbly point. We've talked about it before. The space between, the pause, the space between the subway cars where you're like, you know. And when you're young, it may seem like fun. When you get a little older, it's not so fun. It's kind of like on the paddleboard on the weekend. You know, the water was quite choppy and I was doing a lot of this back and forth, and I'm feeling like muscles in my legs that haven't worked in quite some time from the need to stabilize through the roots, even in, and like on top of the water, it's like even in the emotional depths. And that water that we were in when I fell in, like it wasn't deep, but it was like mucky and murky on the bottom. So gross and weedy, right? And it's when we think of, you know, now in this moment, as I'm thinking of it, it's kind of reflective of our own emotional depths, right? Murky, and we stir things up and then the sediment makes it unclear. And so we are the one that must stabilize and clarify, because we are the light body coming online. It's not easy. It's not easy. So let's pull a couple of cards from the Return to Spirit Oracle. That one flipped. That one more. There it is. Okay, so this is pretty cool. This is super cool. So the one that flipped is the change of mind. Change of heart, change of mind. We're allowed. We're allowed. Nothing is set in stone, right? We are souls who are on this evolutionary path of growth. We're humans here to, we're human as the dense expression of this experience. And yet there's always opportunity for growth, soul growth. And with soul growth, with soul growth comes, you know, the potential for changing of minds, because we're expanding and opening our mind, we're expanding and opening our heart, we're aligning the head with the heart. And so this feels really beautiful and transformative. This almost feels like gifts. We're the gift. We're the gifted ones. We're here to change our minds. We're here to make the breakthroughs. And we're here to anchor in this like high vibe frequency. Yesterday we had the blue earth angel. And like that's incredibly high vibe. And here again, we're seeing the same representative along with this card. So how do, as the one who is here tuning into the vibratory field, we're all tuning into it. We're all a part of it. Not everyone's tuning into it in an expansive and positive way. So as the one who is tuned into it in an expansive and positive way, how can you support yourself to be the gifted one who allows themselves to outgrow or to let go of what they have outgrown so they can move forward in love, move forward in fun, as this high vibratory being of light, here to experience fits of delight, healing. This is a lot of healing here. And the question, the do you trust question, it's all, again, as the weeble in this space that feels pretty wobbly, can we trust ourselves to keep going in the direction that spirit is guiding us? Or are we like, yeah, you know what, like this is just not, it's not happening, I whatever, and we give up? 2121, the world energy. Don't give up before your world opens up. Snap to it. Moving the energy. Who likes to snap? You know what I've been thinking? Remember the hand cymbals and the tambourines? Like, I want so many instruments. I want like the little, what were they called? Were they called hand cymbals or finger cymbals? And the tambourines, they were big back in the day. Tambourines, the harmonicas. It's about sound. It's about us supporting ourselves to clarify our energetic field, to clear our energy, to get to what's real, to honor our sacred deals. And our sacred deals revolve around our energetic fields, our emotional fields as well. And the initiation is the ability to gain instability and open and harness personal power and new gifts. We haven't changed our mind about what we're here to experience, or have you? I haven't. It's still heaven on earth. It's still divine partnership. It's still the fairy tale happily ever after. I mean, you may call me a dreamer. That's what it is. That's what it's always been. And reflecting now on, the experience of life and love to this point, I can see how my own trauma, my own pain, my own feelings of deservability and worth impacted every single connection along the way, until we're left with nothing but ourselves, right? And yes, ourselves and nothing else. Okay, so we'll do that. So the first card out here from the Conscious Spirit Oracle is Archangel Gabriel, number 22, purity of heart. The opening of the flower of light, of life within us, and the experience. Aquarius is about like this going out into the world and really like making the world a better place. And as we can see, external authorities, lunatics, nut jobs, are not going to do it for us. It's the purity of our heart. It is the remembrance that we are the conscious rose. We are the flower of life, the trees of life, the ones who came into this life to be the oracle, the modern day mystic bringing forth ancient wisdom. And yesterday I had said the new moon in Virgo back in March. No, when that message came through, it was the full moon in Virgo with the eclipse. And that message came through. It wasn't the new moon in Virgo. We have the new moon coming up this month. I believe it's the 23rd, 24th of August is the new moon. It was with the full moon in Virgo back in March in Pisces season that the message came through. We are the modern day mystic bringing forth ancient wisdom, simply spiritual. Right? So, what is our affirmation here? I invite Archangel Gabriel to bring hope and intuition into my life. Well, we're feeling it. Let's invite Archangel Gabriel and perhaps call in Archangel Michael as well to give us the courage to act on our intuition, to act on our inner knowing. And, to do so courageously, because it feels like it's never been a more important time than to trust our intuition. And again, if things aren't unfolding as the mind has, predicted or projected or fantasizes about, like we may be feeling like to give up hope. Don't give up hope on your dreams. Don't give up hope on your wishes and dreams coming true. That would be a travesty because we've come so far. We've grown so much. We've opened our heart so much. We've healed. And so don't give up, because there is plenty of reason to celebrate, it would appear. And here's that 43 energy again. 7, the Chariot. We are the Chariot. Right? We are here to celebrate ourselves, celebrate our accomplishments. We haven't done that in a long time. At work, I always say we should get gold stickers, because someone does something good and like certain energy says something good. And it's like, you know what? You really deserve a gold sticker. I am going to, well done. Remember those stickers you get on like assignments in school? Right? The gold star or whatever color star, silver star. I always kind of really like the silver stars. And then the little things, well done, you did it. That's what we need more of. And to celebrate ourselves and take pride in ourselves. No, it's not boastful. Like, are you an asshole? If you're an asshole, then, that's a different story. Generally, though, those of you here aren't assholes, right? So you ought to be celebrating yourself. Because if you don't, who will? Who will? It's like tooting our own horn a little bit. Oh, maybe that's what I need, a little flute or a recorder. I could probably dig a recorder up somewhere. I celebrate every day by honoring and respecting all life on Mother Earth. First and foremost, respecting ourselves and our life and what we bring to the feast of plenty in this life. Are we experiencing a feast of plenty, or is it a drought? Remember we saw the visual like a couple weeks ago, or maybe last week, of like a mirage in the desert? This is the vibe I'm getting here. And the frog is reminding me of how important it is for us to purify and keep our energetic field cleansed. And a really easy way to do that is to just extend your arms and make a circle. Again, I can't extend my arms here because I'm kind of like pushed into the wall. But extend your arms and spin in a circle and become aware that that is the space you're responsible for keeping clear. Right? And that's like your force field that walks out there with you in the world. It actually introduces you or clears the way for you to move into the world in not like a weeble, not like a weeble, but really, you know what they just showed me? Who remembers it? Mork and Mindy? I just saw Mork in the egg and like seated. And it's almost like we can go through life like seated in our egg or walking in our egg, really stabilized, because this is like the spiritual legion of light that is on our side, that wants us to experience love winning in our life. And it's already won. If you're here watching this, it's already won because you've been doing the inner work. And now it's about the expansion into the world. It's about the connection with others. It's about, nurturing friendships and relationships and all the good stuff. Maybe nurturing the the food that we're ingesting, the food that we're eating, that kind of stuff, courageously, living our joy, directly connected to source, directly connected to spirit. Honoring is the word that's coming through. And then this was the next card out, Spirit Awakens. Has it awakened within you? And yes, I know, like, we've all had spiritual awareness and we've been awake for a long time. This is next level awakening because, like, we've been for quite some time, we've been experiencing all these astrological planetary alignments, things that have never been seen in anyone who's alive on the planet at this time in their lifetime. And so it's a big deal. It's a big deal. We're big deals. Right? We're the sacred seals who came to have the experience so that we could open. And I just had the visual of seals laying on the rocks, like they just kind of lay there, but they are fierce when it's like fierce predators, I guess, when they're going after like the hunt for food or whatever. And then they rest, right? So it feels like we are meant to fiercely yet gently, 31:13, fiercely yet gently move toward our heart's desire, going for what we want, snapping to it. There's nothing to it. We can do it. Oh, yes, we can. Yes, we can. Reaching for our dreams. 30, Empress energy. We had the 4 energy was the first one out today, I believe. Was it not? Where was the 4? There it was. The counterpart energy, both having activated the light body, both going for the dreams, both having this awakening, this opening through the heart space to, well, let's read what it says on this card. I embrace my soul purpose and align all aspects of my life to it fully. The initiation, we're doing it. We're trusting, we're having faith, we're listening to spirit, we're listening to our guides, we're taking action, we're showing ourselves love, we're being patient, we're practicing courage, we're gaining in strength, we're clearing our physical body so that we can hold this higher frequency. We're preparing for reunion and divine union so that we may go forward fulfilling our mission here in this lifetime, because we each came with one, and our mission involves healing, and our mission involves the purity of our heart, and our mission involves our connection to the spiritual realms and opening up our crown chakra and our third eye. Stop using fluoride. Da-na-na-na. I don't know why that came in. Da-na-na-na. Is that like from Star Wars or something? I don't know. 1, new beginning, magician energy. 2 ones. Here's another one. Crystal ascension. Are you working with your crystals? Are you pulling in we all have spiritual toolboxes. Are we using ours? Are we using the tools in our box? Or are we just keeping ourselves caught up in a box? I'm caught in a trap. You can get out. If you love yourself enough, you will get yourself out of the trap. The trap, and I'm hearing tricks and traps that have been set by your very own ego, your very own fears. I am attuned to the universal wisdom and energy of the crystal kingdom. 1-1, masters, 10 energy. Wheel of fortune, wheel of destiny, fate turning in our favor. Are you ready to go out there, and make a new beginning and celebrate life? Reaching for your dreams and actually exceeding beyond your wildest dreams. Hey, if you're anything like me, you've had big dreams for yourself. You've had huge dreams for yourself. And how are they turning out? How are they turning out? It feels like they're unfolding in front of us. So can we remain faithful? Can we continue to trust that we're good enough to have the experience of our dreams in this lifetime? We better hold on. We must hold on. I am the creator of my own dreams and achieve them with confidence and ease. I am the creator of my own dreams and achieve them with confidence and ease. One more time. I am the creator of my own dreams and achieve them with confidence and ease. Solar plexus chakra. Look, it's that there's a mountain and a waterfall. And so remember that I saw butter at the beginning, clarified butter. This is about like, and I was talking about the mountain. So this is like a slip and slide coming down the other side of the mountain so that we can explore a new mountain. And maybe that slide, that buttery slide down the mountain, like takes us right across the riverbank onto a new path, a new adventure. That seems like fun. Are we really ready to let go and go for it? Or are we going to stand there and go, oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Should I? Shouldn't I? What should I do? Go in the direction that spirit is guiding you, because sun goddess, sun gods and goddesses. This is that Isis energy, the divine feminine energy, solar plexus chakra. 33, the path of the unified trinity within. 33, the path of the consciousness of the light, the Christ, feminine and masculine, alpha, omega, all of it coming back online in this lifetime. We are each a healing temple. We are each a temple of the divine, here to align with source in this lifetime so that we can have the ride of our life, the experience, those dreams, those wishes, those big visions we had for ourselves when we were little girls and boys that we almost gave up hope on. We almost gave up hope on because we were looking for it outside of ourselves. We didn't know, we weren't ever shown or told. It's only through heartache and, the depths of despair that we began to recognize that we have always been the key to all of it, through our connection to God, through our connection to source, through our connection to those known and unknown in the spiritual realms who love us unconditionally. Those on the earth who love us unconditionally. Forgiveness. Forgiveness. Our forgiveness is a gift that we give ourselves. We can't forgive anyone else until we forgive ourselves. We can say we do. Oh, I forgive you. Oh, it's okay. Don't worry. It's kind of hollow. It's kind of empty unless you've actually forgiven yourself. And that's not an easy thing to do, especially when we know that we, have caused harm to others. We've caused pain to another. It's not easy to forgive ourselves, and yet we must in order to heal, because not only did we hurt others, we mostly hurt ourselves. Yeah, that's a jagged little pill to swallow. And yet it is the medicine we need. It's about growing up, personal responsibility, taking the steps that we need to take to reawaken a joy and zest for life that lives and breathes within us as a child that ran and hid because of fright and then experience the life they experienced. But remember, we're not here to keep playing those tapes back. We've done that. Now we're here to have the experience of joy. So at the end of this life, what we're thinking about and what we're experiencing is the joy of connection with others, the love shared. I mean, those of you who know that Frank was in my life briefly. We met in 2015. He died in 2018. We met in 2015. We were great friends through that year. 2016 saw a shift in the dynamic, and we we loved one another, although we loved one another as friends as well, but a different connection. So 2016, we had 2016, 2017, 2018, and then he was gone. And, that love lives on. He's been on the other side now. This is the 7th birthday season without him. We shared a birthday here. And so love lives on. And that's what we're here to remember and awaken to, and to live our life aligned with that divine truth, that love lives on. And that's what we're here for. We're here to have the experience of a love that lives on and on and on. And the love song still sings after the human is gone. And so here's our final message. I'm getting out of here. I'm hot. I'm bothered. I celebrate each sunrise and recognize the healing energies of the sun. Mr. Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, down in our solar plexus, the home of free will choices. We are the golden sun, here to shine our light, first and foremost in our life, and then it was 4114 there, and then go out into the world as this amazing electric, magnetic being of light, holding this high vibrational frequency, and going out there and let your uniquency be your frequency. And it's not like, hey, look at me. It's about walking into the world being proud of who you are. We don't need people to acknowledge us to be proud of who we are. We don't need people to love us in order to love ourselves. We don't even need people to like us in order to love and like ourselves, because not everyone's going to. And those of you who carry this high vibe, you may find you rub a lot of people the wrong way. Just supporting the polish of their shine. That's what we were born to do. Sweet souls divine, yours and mine. So everyone, I hope something here made sense today. I hope something resonated with you. If it did, please hit the thumbs up. Pamela, I love you too. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, I'm still here. I don't know what I'm doing, but here I am. And I'm so grateful that, people, beautiful souls such as yourself, continue to show up over and over again and send love my way. Honestly, I love you to bits. I'm so grateful and pleased that we reconnected in this lifetime. Kiva, I trust that the shower was lovely and that you're going to get out there and enjoy the rest of your day. For everyone else who's catching this on the replay or those hiding in the shadows on the live, I hope that something here supported your ability to go out there and live your absolute best life. I see you. I feel you. I love you. You are indeed the high vibe tribe, and you are indeed here to thrive and have the absolute best experience of love in this life. I see you. I feel you. I love you. I am eternally grateful for your presence in the here and now. Now, it's up to you to open your gifts. Snap to it. Love you.